opinion about something. Now, yes, you will hear some toys banging because Junior is in his playroom, and you will hear stuff in the bathroom because I'm in my kitchen. But I want to address something. This whole Sam and Nia thing. If you don't know who they are, Sam and Nia from YouTube, they are most famous for Sam announcing to his wife that she's pregnant, and then announcing that she had a miscarriage a few days later, and then the Ashley Madison account, and then getting kicked out of Vlogger. Alright. Let's start with the announcing she was pregnant. I honestly thought it was the most wonderful thing he could have done. He wanted to do something sweet for his wife, and I thought it was awesome. The sad part is they ended up having a miscarriage, unfortunately, and that does suck. I've never experienced a miscarriage, but I've been told by doctors with my son that I was going to miscarry, and I know that's not the same, but the feeling is still the same. Like that heartbroken feeling of you losing a child, that pain is still the same. So a lot of people were getting on them about that, and I just kind of feel like, you know what? They just went through something, and you guys are bashing them because of it. That's selfish of you. Like, you couldn't give them a week to grieve. You couldn't give them 10 minutes to grieve. You couldn't give them 10 seconds to grieve the loss of their baby. That made me feel like you guys are bashing people who just experienced something. Like, everybody else can grieve about their child except for them because of the way that it happened. Like, that just made me feel like society is really going left with everything right now. Next, I want to talk about the Ashley Madison account. So everybody knows the Ashley Madison account got hacked, and all these famous people and all of them are getting exposed. Sam was one of them. He came on video, like I'm doing right now, and said, yes, I had one. It was 2 years ago. It was before YouTube. I never cheated on my wife. No affair happened. She knows about it. She forgave me. Church knows about it. They forgave me. Boom, bam, done. End of story. Y'all still gave them flack for it. Like, he was brave enough, unlike some of these celebrities out here, actual celebrities out here, he was brave enough to get on camera and said, yeah, it happened. We're good. It was before all of you guys came into our lives. Now what? I don't see any other celebrities coming out like, yeah, I had one. Nothing happened. Like right now, Snooki's husband, Gianni, they haven't said nothing about it. And honestly, I respect their privacy. That's them. I feel like whoever hacked the Ashley Madison account was out to destroy relationships. And it's very, very hard, especially when you're in the public limelight. It's hard to focus on your family, keep it together when stuff like this happens. It's just like, it's another thing that is trying to destroy your family, but you have to keep it together. So for Snooki and Gianni to stay quiet, whatever. You know what they're doing, what they have to do. They got 2 kids together. They've been married for how many years? They're doing that. Sam and Nia have been married for a couple of years, have 2 kids together, and they're doing the same exact thing that should be done. You stick it out. Marriage isn't something that, you know, if you're getting married, like I'm married. Me and my husband have been together for almost 10 years. We've been married for 2, and we have 1 kid together. Now, we have gone through our ups and downs. I'm telling you this now. We've had some very good days and some very low blow bad days. But we stick it out and we fight for it. That's what we do. Why? Because we did not get married to get divorced. That's the one thing. You do not get married to get divorced. If you want to get married, you better stick that shit out for life. Okay? Sam and Nia, I commend them for being so strong, and I definitely commend Sam for actually coming out and saying, look, it happened, it's in the past, I don't want to talk about it. That was a really, really brave thing. It takes a lot of courage to come onto the internet and be public about something that happened a long time ago, because that makes you a target. That's something that makes you vulnerable. Just like Sam announcing to Nia, oh, we're pregnant and miscarriage. That's nothing that makes us vulnerable, because we're doing this on camera. So you can use it as a target against us. The last thing I want to talk about is them getting kicked out of Vlog Affair. Now, the reason they got kicked out of Vlog Affair was because two people took a tweet that Sam posted and twisted it into a negative thing. And he went up to the first person and said, I forgive you. And then he went up to the other person and something went left. And then he decided to defend his family's honor and got kicked out of Vlog Affair for it. Now, this is where I'm a little confused. Sam wasn't physically attacking that person, and that person wasn't physically attacking them. They had a verbal altercation, but that does not mean that they need to get kicked out of Vlog Affair for it if it comes to defending your family's honor. That is how I feel. If anybody else in that room, I'm pretty sure would have done the same exact thing that Sam did when it comes to, you know, defending their family. And especially my husband. If I were to, Lord forbid, have a miscarriage and go to Vlog Affair, and my husband's like, well, why did you do that, blah, 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 and they're disrespecting me, my son, him, anybody in our family, of course I'm going to get up in their face. And of course my husband's going to get up in their face. No, we're not going to throw hands, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. And I'm a very, very vocal person. As y'all could tell from the first rant from Caitlyn Jenner, I'm a very vocal person, and I say exactly how I feel when I want to say it. So I kind of feel like it was dumb for them to get kicked out of Vlog Affair, because they went there with the best intentions and things went left. He wasn't trying to start anything, and because of everything that's been going on with their lives within the past week, them getting bashed not only as individuals but as a family, as a unit, they had to take a break from vlogging, from YouTube, period. YouTube is not a place of hate. It's not supposed to be a place of hate. YouTube is not supposed to be a place where you're being criticized for who you are, what you do, how you behave in your family. YouTube is supposed to be a positive place where we support each other, where we encourage each other, where we motivate each other, where we create and collab together to make creative stuff to entertain you, the viewer. That is what YouTube is supposed to be. But the internet and social media and even YouTube right now is turning into a place of hate, and it's turning into a very ugly place because of individuals that just want to bash people and bring them down. Now, I understand, yes, we do have freedom of speech in America. Got it. But there are certain times where your freedom of speech needs to just keep that to yourself. Keep that in your head. Don't type it. Don't say it. Just keep it in your head. Like, for example, the miscarriage, that was the time where everybody just needs to shut up and just say, I'm sorry, and pray for them. The Ashley Madison account, that's the time where everybody needs to mind their own damn business. They just need to mind their business. It happened. They got over it. And so should have been like, all right, cool. We should have commended them for staying together and being strong through it. That's what we should have done. And the Vlog Affair, that's something else where we should have just been like, you know what, he defended his family, and that's what a real man does. He defends his family's honor. People don't understand that being a YouTuber is hard, especially when you're vlogging your everyday life. We put our families and ourselves out there for you. We become targets and we become vulnerable because of what we put on YouTube, because of what we put on social media. We become vulnerable. You can use anything that we put on YouTube, anything that we put on social media, you can attack us with that. Or you can twist our words and turn it into a negative thing. And then you're attacking us automatically. We don't have to do this. Sam and Nia, Judy and Benji, any major YouTuber, we don't have to do this. We don't have to let you into our lives. We don't have to show you certain things. We don't have to tell you about pregnancies and miscarriages and all this other stuff. We don't have to. But we do because we feel like you guys are family. You guys watch us because either you can relate to something that we do, you can relate to our family, you like what our channel supports, you like what we're doing, we have babies, you watch us because of something, and it keeps bringing you back, and we love that about you guys. But when it starts to get to a point, just like with Sam and Nia, where we have to stop for a second and come back down because of the events that have recently happened over and over again, that's when it starts to get like, alright, this is kind of ridiculous. They have been through so much in the last week and have been slammed for it and all this other stuff that, you know what, I actually respect them taking a break and getting back to what this was for them. And I honestly feel like we need to support them more. Nobody deserves to go through what they're going through. No celebrity, no average person, no YouTuber deserves to go through what they've been going through. I honestly feel like they have been through so much, and anybody would do the same thing. Just stop vlogging and get themselves together. Because at the end of the day, they don't have anybody but each other. The fact that people are bashing them, the fact that people that watch them and are subscribed to them, there are people who are subscribed to them that are bashing them as well. If you subscribe, don't bash. You're subscribing because you're showing support. The moment you click subscribe, that means support. I like what you're doing. Keep doing it. You are our support system. And the moment that you switch sides, it's like, why are you here? Why are you watching? Please don't watch if you're going to bash and be negative. Like I said, I understand we have freedom of speech, but that's not what YouTube is about. YouTube is a positive place. It's supposed to be a positive place. It's a positive, creative place where people who have the same interests come together, right? We come together and we have fun. You watch us. We have discussions. We talk about something that is a common interest, and we can make up creative ideas. We can collab. We can do all this stuff together. But YouTube is really starting, with social media, starting to become a negative place, and I don't like that. My channel is all about positivity. You guys know that. And that's why I started vlogging on YouTube as well, because when I first got on YouTube, or even first found out about it, I saw all this positive stuff, and slowly it started, because of certain people, it's starting to turn, and that's not fair. So when it comes to Sam and Nia, you know what? They're doing a great thing. They are a wonderful family. They don't mean any harm by anything that they do, anything that they show us, and they don't have to show us this stuff. That's what people keep forgetting. Yes, they are full-time YouTubers, but they don't have to show us as much as they do show us. They didn't have to tell us about the miscarriage. They didn't have to tell us about the pregnancy. They don't have to tell us about anything that happens behind closed doors. It's called editing. We, as a creator, can edit out and edit in anything that we want you to see. We don't have to show you our children. We don't have to show you whatever we don't want to show you or whoever we don't want to show you. We don't have to tell you whatever or whatever we want to tell you. We as the editor and creator have full control over the content that we share with you. That's what everybody seems to forget.